This is the Basketball Champions League. A very warm welcome to you. Greetings from me, Liam Canny. As ever, it is my privilege to be with you tonight as we take this new competition into its next phase. Here's a look at the first leg of all of the qualifiers. 16 teams have advanced to this phase of the competition. So the first legs we played tonight and tomorrow night, as we have plenty of action for you on the Basketball Champions League. We are bringing you live images from Thessaloniki in northern Greece. As you see the visitors here, Strasbourg in the red with the gray shorts, loosening up against the hosts, Άρης Thessaloniki. The lineup for the visitors, Paul Lecombe, number 6 at the top, Jeremy Lalou, both burgeoning young French talents. If you haven't had a chance to see them yet, look forward to it. Speaking of young talents, it's his number 22, the young Frank Kaltina, who is a talent to keep an eye out for. We're going to look at the lineup for the home side. Here it is. Άρης, they add Justin Jackson and Jamon Gordon, number 22, new arrivals to the team, as they bolster the squad coming into the next phase of the competition. Άρης have been paced in scoring throughout the regular season by Will Cummings. The American averages 14.5 points per game. You can see the players now going through their warm-ups. Great to see the youngsters here enjoying this new competition. Remember, it will be played across 2 legs. Whoever wins on aggregate will advance to the next phase of the competition. Just a little bit about this Basketball Champions League. 52 teams started the competition. 32 of those teams qualified through their domestic league, and then 20 teams played in qualification rounds. So it is a truly pan-European competition. We started with those 52 teams from across Europe. Just finished pool play in the regular season. There were 40 teams in the pools. Now 24 teams have advanced to the playoff phase of the competition. The qualifiers to get to the next round. We had 5 teams of 8. And the winners from all of the pools have drawn a bye into the next round. So these teams now, 16 teams playing across 2 legs to try and secure 8 positions to get to the next phase of the competition. Well, if all of that is straight, now we can get on with the task of enjoying the basketball game. As the PA announcer brings the visitors onto the floor, Strasbourg bring a 9-5 record into tonight's game. They came through Group D, where they finished in 3rd position. Tenerife won the group, Avellino 2nd, and then Strasbourg, with a 9-5 record, secured the 3rd spot, which guaranteed them a place here. You can see it just there briefly. You saw Jamon Gordon. There's Murphy, Eric Murphy, the Finnish American, will bolster the front line for Strasbourg. And now, here comes the home side, Άρης Thessaloniki. They have an 8-6 record, finishing in 4th position in Group A. It was a formidable group, Group A. Monaco won it with a 12-2 record. They were the best team throughout the competition. Besiktas and Monaco, the only 2 teams to win 12 games in the regular season. Banvit finished in 3rd position, 2nd position with an 11-3 record. It was the Czech club Nymburk, 3rd, and then Άρης took 4th to guarantee them a spot here. You can see the fans in northern Greece resplendent in their black and yellow, showing support for their club. Well, these 2 teams have contrasting fortunes coming into tonight's game. Strasbourg finished on a flourish. They won their last 2 pool games, beating Sabona Zagreb and KK Monar. You see there's Jamon Gordon right there embracing Romeo Travis from Strasbourg. As for Άρης, sadly they lost their last 2 pool games against the Freiport Skyliners and Monaco, who won the group. But you can put all of those regular season opening round games behind you, because this is the playoffs. And remember, fans, it is across two legs. There's Eric Murphy. It is across two legs, so every possession is important. You know, if you lose the game, you want to make sure you lose by as thin a margin as possible. If you're winning the game, you want to press your advantage to try and extend that point differential. The second leg will be played on the 21st, so in 2 weeks' time, when these two sides will head for France. Of course, Strasbourg nestled on the border between France and Germany in the Alsace-Lorraine region, a wonderful city, beautiful, glorious city to visit if you ever get the chance. And here's our combined officiating crew from Spain, Slovenia, and Bosnia-Herzegovina, respectively. Well, Άρης right now in the Greek league. They play in the top division in the Greek domestic league. They have a 9-7 record. They sit in 4th position. So you get a look at Strasbourg, who have a 10-8 record in the French Pro A League. So they'll start with Slaughter, Walker, Howard, the American, will stay inside. Travis will play the power forward position for this man here, Vincent Collet. And to French basketball fans, Collet needs no introduction. He is also the coach of the national team. And Collet has successfully made the French national team one of the strongest in the world. He took over the national team back in 2009, in Eurobasket 2009. Is really riding the French ship. I'll tell you a bit more about his career with the French team. Here are the starting 5 for Άρης. So the new man, Justin Jackson, gets the nod. Jenkins coming, so it's an all-American perimeter for Άρης. As Coach Grafitis just chats to his assistant coaches getting ready for tonight's tip-off. Coach Grafitis just collecting his thought. He was the Greek League Coach of the Year last year in 2016. The Athenian really looking forward to the challenge now of preparing his team for this quality opposition in Strasbourg. I don't know about you, but I just love these international competitions when you get a chance to see, you know, how a team from Greece gets to square up against a team from France, the styles of play, how similar are they, how dissimilar are they? It's great for the players as well. They'll get a chance to see some different competition as we get ready to tip it off here on game day 1 in the playoff qualifiers of the Basketball Champions League. Well, Άρης, a team with a deep basketball pedigree. They've won the Greek basketball championships on 10 occasions, but they haven't won it since 1991. Greek basketball dominated by the duopoly in Athens, in Panathinaikos and Olympiakos. Άρης also have Greek Cup championships, 8 of them in their trophy cabinet at home. And they were no stranger to the EuroLeague. 3-time Final Four appearances in the EuroLeague back in 88, 89, and 90. Well, this man here, Collet, he's no stranger to international competition. He's in his 2nd stint with the club. Strasbourg won the French Pro A championships back in 2005, the only time they've ever won it. They won the Leaders' Cup in 2015. The Leaders' Cup used to be known as the Week of Aces. So Strasbourg claimed that title back in 2015. Strasbourg paced in scoring by their American guard, Irving Walker. A.J. Slaughter, the 2nd leading scorer. There's Slaughter there, number 80, averages 11 points per game. So Strasbourg guard-oriented offense. And you can see it's diplomacy early on as the players shake hands with the referees, trying to leave a lasting positive impression. See how the things change once we get underway. Well, the lead referee steps into the center circle. We're getting ready for game day 1 in the qualifiers for the playoffs in the inaugural season of the Basketball Champions League. A new era in European basketball. Strasbourg with the first possession as Άρης settle into man-to-man defense. Strasbourg in the gray uniforms, Άρης in the yellow. Howard skips a pass to Travis, who rises and knocks down a 3. Romeo Travis opens a scoring account here for Strasbourg, and we're underway. Jenkins rides a ball screen on the wing. Runs into a double team and promptly passes out of it. Running shot up and good, so it's honors even as both teams perfect starts to their game tonight. Slaughter on the wing, finds Travis again. Kicks it back out to Slaughter. Oh, great bounce pass inside to Howard. It rises. The first attempt is off the mark. Howard with the offensive rebound. The second attempt is no good. Determined work inside by Howard. Just couldn't come away with points as Arris come back the other way. Now Howard has to defend in a low post. And he commits his first foul. Well, fans, remember you can follow all of the live in-game statistics on the Basketball Champions League website. It's all the W's.basketballcl.com. As you see that 3 there from Travis, just click on the link. Trace the performances and the live in-game stats of your favorite players while you listen to the sounds and watch the images of the Basketball Champions League. Arris out to an early lead on the back of that second free throw. Good pressure by Yankovic. Walker picks up the loose ball, moves it on to Slaughter and gets it back. Well, great ball pressure here by Arris. They really extend the defense out. And Walker is diminutive in size. The longer guards from Arris very well made. See how he copes with that pressure. Walker stands just 1.73 meters. See if he finds himself under pressure by the Arris guards. Inside, there you go. So now Cummings is going to try and post up Walker inside. The runner's good. So good recognition by Arris as they exploit the mismatch. Cummings stands 188. He's not tall really, but he's got 15 centimeters over this man here. Foul on the wing by Jackson. Mr. Jackson with his first foul. Look how Cummings is trying to keep Walker on one side of the floor. Travis picks and pops. His shot rims out. Jackson gathers the board for Arris. There's Jenkins in the open floor. Well, Jenkins' pass is off the mark. He apologizes for the turnover. He's trying to find Dragicevic. First turnover against Arris. Walker gets in the lane. His little floater strikes the rim. Yankovic comes out of a pack with the loose ball. Dragicevic thought about it. Gets it back. Thought about it again now on the third time of asking, and that shot rims out. Great work on the backboard by Yankovic. Foul against Popsy. Cummings goes back, top of the key, a little horn set here. Jackson offers the high ball screen. Cummings rejects it, goes to the rim! Well, you wonder if Jenkins had just let the ball maybe bounce, would have found the bottom. Cummings enters to Yankovic. Good defensive pressure on the wing. Dragicevic is stripped. Second turnover against Arris. It's numbers, a 3-on-2 here for Strasbourg. What a great steal by Jackson. Justin Jackson was back with the ball for Arris. And then promptly gives it right back. Well, Jackson is the new man, remember, and it takes time sometimes to blend into the team. He had the right idea to Jackson. You can see Profiti's just trying to stay composed. It is playoff basketball after all. Maybe a little bit of nerves here from some of the players. Slaughter now on the wing, trying to make something happen on the dribble. Spots up at a three. Strikes the rim and arches over the backboard on a bounce. Strasbourg really struggling now offensively. Just that opening basket, first possession. Haven't scored since now, so scoring drought here on the road for Strasbourg. Foul inside by C. That'll be his second as he pleads his innocence, and I think he might find himself headed to the bench. This brings in Paul Agum, 26-year-old Frenchman. Looks like he got an elbow in the eye in practice. Giankovic steps to the line as Strasbourg are in the penalty. Vlado Giankovic just adds to Áris's lead. Giankovic was the Greek League most improved player back in 2013. He's 26 years old. Get free throws again here. Foul against Strasbourg as they were competing for the rebound. Howard steps out, he shrugs his shoulders. Just a quick word with Coach Collet. And now Collet is bringing in some heavy armor to help on the backboard for Strasbourg. Mamjete steps in. Lacoum now takes over at point guard for Strasbourg on the left hand. Trying to find a seam, backs it back out again. Good defense by Áris. Great defense by Áris. Giankovic comes up with the steal. It's a 4-on-3. Speaking of threes, Cummings lets fly, no good. Jackson keeps it alive. Great work by Justin Jackson. Giankovic now really backs it out. The crowd getting into the spin by Cummings. And he's fouled. Nifty move by Cummings. And he earns himself a trip to the line. And early on now, Strasbourg are on the ropes. You can see the fans from Thessaloniki here really applauding the efforts of their team who started the more brightly of the two. There's the spin, and there's the foul. We'll take a break in the action. When we come back, Cummings will toe the line for two for Áris.
Wait, what is the screen? We need good screen, good vision. It's a war. Now they are super aggressive and us we shyer. That's why we fall. Not only referees, us first. If we don't change that right away, it's over.
Well, you heard briefly there the thoughts of Coach Collet, who's slightly aggravated, shall we say, with his team as well he should be. Strasbourg started very well. They had the opening score in their first possession. And since that time, they've missed 5 shots. The only basket coming through the hand of Romeo Travis, knocked down a jump shot. Nothing since offensively from Strasbourg. So Collet is shuffling the deck a little bit. He's brought in Lacoum, JT. See if they can add something. And right now, Áris just trying to make hay while the sun's shining. As Cummings extends the lead to 7. Chance to push it out to 8 now. There it is. Man from Temple University knocks down both free throws. Áris dig in, extend the defense up the floor. Jenkins really working the ball. Áris' defensive pressure really making things difficult for Strasbourg. Slaughter trying to find space. Shot clock running down. Slaughter's gonna have to deal. He'll stop, pop. Shot's no good, and Άρης claims the defensive rebounds. It really is the defensive intensity of Άρης that is unsettling Strasbourg. Into Dragicevic. Lost the handle. Stepped out of bounds. I don't think he has a case, really, Dragicevic. I thought the referee might, in fact, call a traveling violation, but there's the loose ball. Good defense by JT as he comes over, and there it is. Left foot clearly out of bounds. Good call by the referee. Lulu in the game for the first time for Strasbourg. Can he provide some offense? Slaughter got his pocket picked by Cummings. Cummings goes one-on-one and Slaughter, a little Euro step to finish. Oh, what a basket by Will Cummings. He dispossessed Slaughter at midcourt and then finished off the play. Slaughter, his pass intended for JT, out of bounds. And Άρης right now playing some ferocious defense. There's the steal by Cummings. Still some work to do. Passed it behind the back. A little Euro step and the left-handed finish. Really polished finish by Cummings. Jackson followed up the play just to make sure. Right now, it's getting a little bit tasty here as Yankovic is having a word with Lelou. Yankovic and Jeremy Lelou got tangled up. Lelou tried to get open from the inbounds play. The referee's really letting the physical play take its toll. Jenkins off the ball screen from Kavatis. And he travels. Both coaches start to go into the rotations now. Jenkins steps out, gets a word with Coach Profitis. Άρης still sending some pressure up the floor. Here's better fluency now from Strasbourg. Oh, that's much, much better from Strasbourg! And then Lelou with the travel. What a great touch pass from JT. Lelou's just going to take that straight up and finish. Now, Strasbourg extend their defense up the floor. They're trying to get themselves out of the torpor they're in. Dragicevic comes to help the top of the key. Now Strasbourg with some determined defense of their own. Great pass inside to Kavatis. Well, I think Kavatis walks here. He covered a lot of ground. Laterally, I think he dragged the pivot foot. The referees, of course, are looking at the contact up high. You be the judge. Yeah, he moved his left pivot foot. But the referee, to be fair, is looking to see what sort of contact is happening up around the hands in the basketball. Kavatis strokes the first free throw. Kavatis has represented Greece at the senior national team level. He was with the team back in 2013 at the European Championships in Slovenia. He's going to get another chance now on the violation. As a Strasbourg player stepped into the lane a little bit too early. Eric Murphy is in for Strasbourg. Kavatis will get another chance to knock down his second free throw. Strasbourg now desperate for a basket. About 7 minutes without a score. And they're going to go a little bit longer. Another turnover against Strasbourg. It's a 4-on-4. Dragicevic fans out, let's fly. That's no good. Kavatis can't keep it alive. JT with the rebound for Strasbourg. Yankovic commits the foul. Well, the Nick Gallis Hall has a reputation for being a little bit formidable. Coach Collet said in an interview, you can read the interview and the preview on the Basketball Champions League website. We really want to take the crowd out of it, going to cope with the atmosphere. And now Strasbourg really struggling to try and get something going. Kick to the corner, just deflected out of bounds by Jankovic, intended for the loop. The Frenchman couldn't come up with it. Foul here on Άρης, just trying to fight his way through the screen. He's trying to get through that man there, number 14, JT, and trying to get around him is no easy task. Strasbourg maybe get something inside. Good attempt here as Murphy made a basket cut, deep basket cut. Get yourself to the line, maybe throw the ball into a low post, then it's going to work. Perhaps Murphy. It's a basket cut by Murphy. He's lucky to get it back, really. See how physical it is. Zaire Ellis gets called for the foul as he's trying to get through a screen. JT with the runner, and finally Strasbourg, after 7.5 minutes, got themselves a score, 13-4. Shot off the mark, rebound Strasbourg. Xanthopoulos with the miss. Back comes the French club. Down screen here for Lacombe. The bounce pass is wayward. And Lacombe is going to be lucky to get this one back. Little sleight of hand, tried to slip a bounce pass to JT. A foot from an Irish player. Touch the ball, so it'll be 14 seconds. I think Lacombe can consider himself lucky there. That pass wasn't going to go anywhere. Lacombe trying to feed Murphy. He'll rise for the mid-range jump shot. That's no good. And Kavata skies for the rebound for Άρης. Good defensive pressure here by Strasbourg as they keep trying to keep the ball in the wing, but a bit over-exuberant. Draws the referee's whistle. Foul on JT, so he will step out. Here comes Romeo Travis. JT, that's his second personal foul. Άρης makes one of two. And the putback. Excellent work on the backboard by Zaire Ellis. Right now, Strasbourg really on the ropes, down 10, on the road here. There's plenty of time to get back in this. They have to make good decisions. Here's Lacombe. Lacombe can consider himself lucky too. There wasn't a lot of space there. And finally, Strasbourg get to the line, and this is good. Dribble penetration will often do this for you. You'll get some contact, you'll earn a trip to the line, or throwing the ball into the low post might help as well. But when you struggle to score, you gotta come up with some crafty ways to try and manufacture points. Lacombe knocks down both. Played for the Asvel club. 2008 to 2013, and since that time he's been here with Strasbourg. So we'll take a timeout in the action as both teams will head up to their benches. Stay with us. It's opening round play here in the playoffs of the Basketball Champions League.
No stupid fouls until the end. They are bonus. They make 16 points, probably 10 of free throws. Donc on arrête de faire des fautes. Next offense, we do 4 blue. Okay? You make the screen high. Okay? Et là il faut faire un effort. Make the screen to release it.
We heard the voice there of Coach Collet imploring his team not to foul here as we bring this first quarter to a close. As he quite rightly says, ARΗS are in the penalty, they're in the bonus. They haven't scored quite as many points as Collet suggests. 8 out of 12 from the line for ARÍS. So free throw line's been a weapon for them. Half of their points coming from the charity stripe for the club known as the Emperor. Cross-court pass. Moratis. His pass intended for Cavatis. Ends up in the hands of Lalou. He'll fan out and hit the trailer. Lacombe. Just directing traffic. Wants to give Murphy a touch. Tough pass. And the trap comes from behind. Xanthopoulos in the midcourt. Well, Xanthopoulos, such a deep three on the way. That rims out. And the foul here is against Strasbourg. Stikina with the foul. But just to talk about the insertion pass to Murphy, as you see that deep three. And the foul there by Stikina. Post players will always tell you they have a hard time picking up the trap if it comes from the baseline side. First free throw at the mark, and Xanthopoulos comes from underneath. Murphy steals the ball cleanly, picks his pocket from behind, so well done to Xanthopoulos. Murphy's just got to be a little bit smarter. Zaire Ellis, that's 1 of 2. Now with 37 seconds left in the opening stanza of play, each team should get a possession. Lacombe to the wing. On the left hand, Lacombe gets in the lane. The scoop and score by Paul Lacombe. Good finish. And now Strasbourg really have to dig in as we bring this first quarter to a close. Xanthopoulos lets fly with a 3. That's no good. Zaire Ellis keeps it alive momentarily. Jackson comes out of the crowd and finishes. Justin Jackson, JJ with the deuce. And what a determined effort by the new arrival on the backboard. This will bring the Thessaloniki fans to their feet. Jackson just steps through the bodies and finishes. And you need someone who wants to roll their sleeves up and do the dirty work when you're trying to win a game of this magnitude. Here's your score at the end of the first quarter of play. ARÍS 19, Strasbourg 8 in the Basketball Champions League. Neither team has been able to knock down a 3 just yet, but you can see there, ARÍS 9 for 14 from the line, so the free throw line's been a real weapon for the home side. That Strasbourg with 8 turnovers in this stage of the game. Coaches often talk about how they want to get or concede no more than 12 turnovers. Strasbourg really feeling the defensive intensity of ARÍS, who came out in the opening minutes and played quite strong defense. Speaking of which, there's a steal by Cummings, and he'll finish. A little Little Euro step to finish. First time I saw that was in Ginobili. He's playing in the NBA. It's just a really difficult move to cope with. There's a great scoop and score by Lakumba. The final score of the basket there by JJ Justin Jackson, which brings us back to the live images. First possession now to Άρης. We apologize for any technical difficulties you may be experiencing. Here's Jenkins, round the corner. Ellis, let's fly, got it. Good vision by Jenkins and the perfect start to Άρης, who open up their largest lead at 14 points. But Strasbourg fans, don't go anywhere, plenty of time in this one. Let's get the starting fives sorted out so Strasbourg can come out with Murphy, Travis, Lacombe, Lulu, Irving Walker. See the three there by Ellis. He's open to scoring in the second quarter for Άρης. Inside to Murphy, can he make hay? Murphy rises, and that's a good ploy, I think, for Strasbourg. Give some touches inside to Murphy. Stands 2'8", see if he can get you some interior buckets. Άρης start this quarter with Jenkins, Cummings, Jackson, Ellis, and Jankovic. The runner by Jenkins earns himself a trip to the line. Let me just sort that fifth starter out. It's Zaris, not Jankovic for Άρης. So Jenkins steps to the line to stroke his 2 free throws. 30-year-old American. North Carolina originally. He's played professionally in Montenegro, Belgium, Italy, Turkey, now Greece. A lot of hotels and a lot of apartments in your career. Άρης, little 1-2-1-1 press up the floor, handled well by Strasbourg. Good pass inside. Oh, Jackson defends the goal. Now Strasbourg throw it inside to Romeo Travis. You can see now 3 players collapse on the basketball. Foul there by Jenkins. But this is good play now by Strasbourg. Get some touch inside to your big guys. So they can get you some easy baskets or some trips to the line. Travis misses the first. And the opening score for Strasbourg tonight. Travis makes 1 of 2. Akron, Ohio originally. The same high school as LeBron James. Zaris' shot strikes the iron. Strasbourg chased down the loose ball. Back comes Walker. Rides the drag screen. Shot off the mark. Push here by Jackson. Jackson gives the referee a grimace. Justin Jackson, that's his second personal foul. Steps Jamon Gordon. Slaughter, top of the key. See right now, Travis has a mismatch from Cummings, trying to get the ball. Lulu in the corner, his floater, good. Just at the death of the shot clock. I really like the game of Jeremy Leloup. Can put the ball on the floor, can knock down jump shots, wily. Strasbourg shows some 2-3 zone here as they try to mix up defenses. Cummings gets in the lane, he gets swallowed up by Leloup. Walker, his pass is stolen by Jamon Gordon, and back comes Arris. Cummings, a second block by Leloup. The trail referee says the ball's on the way up. Great block by Leloup. Slaughter on the left hand, and Jackson with a block of his own. Jenkins lets fly. Oh, beautiful basketball, up and down action. As Jackson finishes it off with a 3 off the feed from Cummings. And Arris right now got Strasbourg doubled up 26-13. Nice pass to Leloup. He caught dragging his pivot foot. Here's the pass from Travis. Leloup's going to get called for travel here. I'm not sure, you know. You have the advantage of seeing it at slow-mo. When I first saw that, I thought it was okay to see some slick ball handling there by Cummings. Mind you, he is going by a post player. I think of beauty, that 3 there from Jenkins. Strasbourg returned to man-to-man defense. Cavatis trying to get post position inside. Good steal. Oh, an even better piece of defense by Cummings as Leloup and Leloup trying to combine inside for a 2-on-1, and all credit to Cummings, who hustled back on defense to tip the ball out of bounds. Slaughter, smooth as you like. AJ Slaughter with a mid-range jump shot. Those are Slaughter's first points tonight. Cavatis gets called for travel. Quite a few traveling violations tonight from the players. Strasbourg is still hanging around. You know, they had that difficult period in the first quarter. They didn't score for about 7 minutes, but they are by no means out of this game. And with this trip, I was going to say they could go down single digits, but not to turn it over. A sportsmanlike foul here on Jamon Gordon by Jeremy Leloup. Sportsmanlike foul means that Gordon will step to the line. Leloup, quite sportingly, apologizes for the contact. Here's Leloup, the number 9 for Strasbourg. He's just trying to stop the break. And, I think he actually is just trying to hold up Gordon for the contact, so all credit to him. Gordon makes 1 of 2 free throws. Sideline ball here for Arris. They have led by as many as 14, looking to get there again. To the key now with the foul. Which picks and pops. Feathers a pass intended for Jenkins. The turnover started to mount up for both teams. Arris right now with, that's the 9th turnover. And 11 for the visitors. We'll take a break in the action here from the Nick Gallis Hall, Thessaloniki, Greece, as both teams want to talk things over. Playoff qualifiers in the Basketball Champions League. shouts there from Vincent Collet. Allez, allez, let's go, let's go. Just trying to motivate his team here. He certainly weathered a difficult storm. First 7 minutes of the first quarter. They're playing with better fluency now. They're coping with the pressure that ԱΡΗΣ are throwing at them much better. The arrival of Lacoum and Lulu just giving them a bit of length. Lacoum with a curl cut. He's got to get himself a trip to the line. So this is good execution here by Strasbourg. Fouls on Gordon. Lacoum missed the first shot. Got to make those free throws when you're playing from behind, especially on the road. Lacoum, a member of the French under 18, under 19, under 20 national teams, hasn't been able to carve out a place for himself in the senior national team. It's a hard perimeter to get yourself into. You got Parker's just retired, but you got Hertel, Duo, Nando De Colo, all playing on the perimeter for France. Dragicevic down inside to Kavatis. We've got Matt Howard on his back. There's Kavatis. Undersized is Kavatis, but he's got a good frame on him. Really solid build, wide. Plays the 5 position really at 2'6", so it's not necessarily the longest, but he's got good size. Howard's going to step out. Looks like he's got a Charlie horse. JT's going to step in now for Strasbourg. JT right now introducing himself to Kavatis. Shot clock running down. Cummings slides to the basket, lays it up and in oh so easily as he blows by Lacoum. Just too quick for the French guard. Tikina now taking over point guard duties here for Strasbourg. Tikina just 18 years of age, what a young talent. So now Tikina toes the line. 2014, he helped the French under-16 team win the European Championships. The tournament held in Latvia. Excels Belgium originally, born in Belgium. He grew up in Strasbourg, and so he gets a chance to play for his hometown club. Gordon, little pass to Gavatis, who skips in the corner. Oh, great spacing, great sharing of the basketball by ԱΡԻΣ. Gordon! Gordon with a 3! And all 5 hands touch the basketball there by ΑΡΗΣ. Everybody got a little taste of the rock. As Gordon knocks down the 3. Walker trying to find a little avenue. Deep 3 by Walker. Got it! Oh, the perfect response by Walker. The game now starting to bristle. Inside 4 minutes in the first half. ԱΡԻΣ lead by 11. Strasbourg have got it down to as little as 7. As they try and dig in now and defend. Cummings, that high arching shot, strikes the back of the rim. Tikina moves it on to Walker. Slaughter on the wing, gonna get a rub here. Slaughter gets to the lane. Slaughter right down the boulevard, lays it up and in, an easy 2 by AJ Slaughter. And Strasbourg now have found themselves some form. Try to reduce the deficit they faced before the teams go into the halftime changing room. Here's Lucas. Shoves it past inside to Kavatis. Got a foul here. Antelikina, the boyish face of the young French guard. Knocks down the first free throw for Άρης. Started his career with the Panionios club, 2010. A couple of seasons with Olympiacos, 2013 to 2016. Cervantes gets a well-deserved round of applause as he steps out. Cervantes with 4 points. Slaughter, bounce pass to JJ. He is stripped. A pocket pass by Slaughter. JJ's gonna elevate here, but he's gonna run into a sea of yellow jerseys. Stripped from behind by Jackson. Good block by Jackson. Lelou steps back, lets the 3 go. That's no good. JT with an offensive rebound for Strasbourg. Walker trying to break down Cummings. Lost it. Good defense by Cummings. Jenkins leaves it for Cummings! Pretty break by the Americans. Jenkins heard Cummings in the trail spot behind him and left him a pass as quick as you like now. Άρης push the lead back out to 13. Cummings is the first player in double digits. Lelou, his pass. JJ couldn't catch it. So frustrating for Strasbourg here on the road. Here's Gordon on the end of that passage where everybody touched it for Άρης. And the perfect response there by Walker. Since that time, Άρης has been just too much for Strasbourg. Side 2 to play now. Strasbourg got to dig in defensively and mentally. Lelou guarding in the low post. 3-second violation here. I think it's on Jackson. Vlado Jankovic trying to find somebody in low post. Good defense by Lelou, beg your pardon. Great curl cut by Lacroix, rises, and the teardrop shot is good. That is an accomplished finish by Lacroix as he curls, darts to the basket. The shot out over the outstretched hand of the defender. Nice finish by Paul Lacroix. He's got 7.
It's too much time. It's only switch. We cannot isolate big men here, guys. We cannot be pressuring the ball here and after let them drive. Close out on the floor. Gordon, Cummings, on the floor. We let them drive. Okay, and when we see driving, we here, we go to close and we go there. We don't give layup. Okay? One good stop, guys.
You saw the bench scoring for Strasbourg, 15 points, 7 of them coming from Paul Lacroix. He's provided a real spark off the bench. Now these last couple of possessions here, so important for both teams. Άρης want to extend the lead, Strasbourg want to trim it. Jenkins' pass, Cummings comes up with it. Dragicevic moves it on to Jankovic. Shot clock running down. Cummings rises for a deep three. Strikes the back of the rim, no good. And Jackson with the rebound. Little up fake and a finish. Great work by JJ Justin Jackson. What a timely basket by Jackson. With the offensive rebound, the up fake and the finish. Nice touch pass inside C. Pop C goes to the basket. Jackson contests, but commits the foul. Now let's take a look at the fouls here as you look at, this is such a big play by Jackson. Gets that offensive rebound. Watch this, the head and shoulders fake, and the finish. Jackson now picks up his third foul. He'll come out. Pop C's got to make the free throws. Strasbourg misses the first. 2010, he was a second-round pick of the Atlanta Hawks. He misses both. Loose ball into the hands of Strasbourg. Quick release by Walker, nets the three. Irving Walker. And now Strasbourg will wind it down here. Last possession, potentially, of the first half. Strasbourg find themselves down by 10. Cummings, it's a two if it goes. No good. Graces the front of the rim. Just at the death. Well, Cummings measured the shot perfectly in terms of timing. Left it a little short in terms of distance. Strasbourg with no chance to come back and score. There's the final basket of the first half by Walker, which makes the difference 10 here in Thessaloniki. Άρης, the positive first half. Strasbourg are looking at a 10-point deficit down the barrel. There's your score at halftime. Άρης 38, Strasbourg 28 in the Basketball Champions League. Neither team shooting great from three-point line. Both of these teams average close to 38% from behind the arc. Battle of the boards looks even, but Άρης with a couple of timely offensive rebounds, and neither coach will be happy with those turnover totals at this stage of the game. Let's have a look at the distribution of some scoring. Cummings with 10, Lacoum with 7 points off the bench. Jackson with those 5 rebounds. Big one at the end. Just led to points. Jackson also with 7 points. 2 blocks. There's your scorers. Cummings leads all scorers in the building right now with Άρης. He has 10, and his club lead by 10. Let's take a break in the action in halftime in this first round of the playoff qualifiers, game day 1 of the Basketball Champions League. Well, good evening and welcome back to the Nick Gallis Hall here in Thessaloniki, Greece. It's halftime action here in this clash between the host Arris and the visitors France Strasbourg Basketball Club. It's the Basketball Champions League, and we are in the playoff qualifiers, the first round of the playoffs. Game day one. Strasbourg have traveled here to Greece. This game, which is a two-leg series. Remember, whoever wins both legs on aggregate advances to the next round of the playoffs. So the local fans just maybe checking out the Basketball Champions League website. Fans, remember, you can do that and watch all the live in-game statistics. You can see fans of all ages here coming to support their local team. Just joining us, a very warm welcome to you. If you're with us in the first half, welcome back. Kalispera, good evening, as they say here in Greece. Arris went out to an electric start, dominated the first quarter. Strasbourg scoring the opening basket to score for over 7 minutes in that quarter, so real difficult passage of play for them. To be fair, Strasbourg weathered the storm, got back in it, got the deficit down to as many as 7. They were down by 14 at one stage. Now the score at halftime, just 10 points in it. That young man looks composed. Let's hope that young lady will put the smartphone down when it comes time for the basketball action. Well, Arris, if you're just joining us, are in the yellow uniforms. Strasbourg in the gray. My name is Liam Canny. As ever, it's my privilege to be with you. There's Javon Gordon, the new arrival at the club. The back of Coach Graffiti's, selfies all around. Starting fives sorted out here as the players break their huddles. It's Coach Vincent Collet. He's a mastermind of basketball, so he'll have a few ideas to solve some of the problems that Arris have presented for his club. Strasbourg come out with Lacombe, Walker, Travis, Slaughter, and Lelou. First possession to Strasbourg. Slaughter rises for the three, no good. Good rebound inside. Work on the backboard, the offensive glass by Romeo Travis. He draws the foul. Baseline ball here for Slaughter, who calls the play. Slaughter had a good shot, moves it on. Romeo shot in and out. Romeo Travis with the miss. Now Arris start this half with Cummings, who just lost the handle, Yankovic, Jenkins, Dragicevic, and Kavatis. Here's Cummings along the baseline. His shot just falls softly off the rim, so either team can score with their opening possession. Cross-court pass to Walker, who's got a lot of time, maybe too much time on his hands on that one. Check the wind in the arena. Missed it. Inside to Kavatis, wants to bang with Travis, scores in a jump hook. Good finish by the Greek international. So Arris draw first blood. Lacombe didn't quite get squared. Kavatis gathers the defensive rebound. It's 4-on-4 here for Arris. To the corner, Yankovic. Count it! Well, Arris with a great start. And they reestablish that big lead. 15 points this time. That is their largest lead. Walker weaving, gets it back. Extra pass. Lelou, good up fake. Lelou now a little bit too unselfish. He tried to move it on to Travis, but he was smothered by yellow jerseys. Here's Jankovic with a clean look and a clean finish. Turnover on the end line play is almost unforgivable. Jankovic! And this will bring a timeout from Vincent, who's seen too much. A dream start by Άρης, who are trying to claim this first leg in the playoff qualifiers in the Basketball Champions League.
Prenez, take good shots. Jouez en bonne, take good shots, ok? Hey, faut y aller. Et push with it, make before, don't take 10 seconds. Two first offense were good. Calm down. What I say, it's only, no, one time I said it, only if they do blue, I show, but before I said, that way, on the right hand, Jeremy, Irving come, Hugo, and Jim behind. Okay? We do it again. And if they do blue, we do it again.
Yeah, really good tone there from Coach Collet. His players now are reeling, lacking some confidence. They're on the road. There are times when you want to call your players out and really get after them. Then there's times when you want to try and calm them down. I thought Collet got that tone just exactly right. Right now, his players need solutions. They don't need motivation. Face a 17-point deficit. Don't go anywhere. Plenty of time left in this one. Lacombe, good positive drive here. The basket's going to count. Some basket interference. And that's a timely basket there by Lacombe coming out of the timeout. So he's going to go to the reverse side. He's going to use the rim just to shield the basketball from shot blockers. They got fouled there. Kavatis is just shedding bodies. Good defense from behind by Travis. Causes a turnover. Nice pass inside. And Lacombe missed the layup. That pretty much sums up Strasbourg start to the quarter. And just a 4-point turnaround. Your heart goes out to Strasbourg because Lacombe had an easy lay and he couldn't finish. And Άρης come right back and get the easy lay of their own. And now a moving screen. Frustration starting to show here for Romeo Travis. Maybe slightly, maybe moves slightly. Άρης looking to extend the lead here. Cummings wants to get on with it. He knows his team are hot. Doesn't want to give Strasbourg too much time to get organized. Couldn't get on the end of that pass. Nice pass inside to Kavatis. He couldn't convert. But Άρης are getting the shots that they want. Lacombe dispossessed. Hang on to your hat. Here goes Jankovic. And he lays it up and in. Jankovic now is going to get warned for touching the basketball when it goes through the net. Good steal there by Jankovic. He goes the distance to finish. Thought he might have a little something for us, but they'll just lay it up and in. They all count the same. Dunks and layups. Strasbourg now need to start to just chip away at this deficit. They're down 19. You can get it to a manageable total by the end of the quarter. You can get it down to 10. Pump C. Inside. Easy layup. Good execution by Strasbourg. Tilikina with the basket. That'll help them settle a little bit. Now they're going to go possession by possession. Gavatis now called for the offensive foul, so that Strasbourg starting to dig in a little bit physically. Defensive efforts are rewarded now here. Gavatis just backing into JT. Gets called for the foul. Good movement. Lalou. That's off the mark. You won't get a cleaner look. That's as good a look as you're going to get. It's good execution by Strasbourg now. Got a good shot. Cummings. Mid-range jumper. No good. Gavatis trying to keep it alive. C comes up with it. Now can Strasbourg get something in transition? Pass behind Murphy. Another turnover. The pass ahead to Yankovitz. And lays it up and in. And turnovers have been the Achilles heel of Strasbourg. They have 17 turnovers. It's hard to win a game on the road. And right now, Strasbourg, they're really on the ropes. They have got to reduce this deficit to have any chance in the second leg now. They're not just playing for tonight. They're playing for in 2 weeks' time. Murphy. Blocked. And the foul here on Dragicevic, and the technical foul against Yankovitz. There's no need of this for Yankovitz. His team are up by 19 points. You have to keep your emotions in check. You can see why you can call it a foul from behind. And the Slovenian referee quick to give Yankovitz a technical foul. I think Yankovitz gets 2 fouls there. He got the foul for the shooting foul. The technical on top of it. So Murphy will shoot for the shooting foul. Now he'll get a shot for the technical. Stay there. He's made both free throws. Leave him at the line. Missed it. Sideline ball now for Strasbourg. Trail by 17. Need to get it down to 10. Try and manage the deficit. Come back in the fourth quarter. Lacoum's so good at that curl cut. Gets in the lane and got it. Loves that little curl cut from the wing. Lacoum now with 11 points. Defense by Lacoum on the wing. JT. Good help side defense from JT. The referees are going to confer now. Trail referee might have had a better angle. So the referee's going to reverse their decision. 3.6 seconds left on the shot clock. Justin Jackson's going to step in off the bench. See if we can be a judge here. Justin Lass. Yeah, it's definitely off of JT. So Gavatis is going to come out with 3.6 seconds left. It's end-line ball here for Άρης. Strasbourg. Switch on all screens. Tough pass to Jenkins, gonna rise for a deep 3. No good. JT with the rebound. Now Strasbourg. Quick outlet. Lacoum gets the instructions from Coach Golay. Lacoum wants to work with the high ball screen. Snaps a cross-court pass to Pump C, lets fly. That's no good. Jackson with a push, there's no doubt about it. It's clearly a push. He's picked up his 4th foul. He's just come in the game, played maybe 30 seconds and picked up his 4th. And there's no doubt about this call. Here's the shot. And the left hand pushes the teenager. Jackson knows it. The graphic says it's on Xanthopoulos. It's not. It's on Justin Jackson, and that is his 4th foul. There it is. Correction. So the Keenan now toes the line. Got to make free throws. The teenager missed. 2016, he was the French League Rising Star. That award, over the years, has gone to names like Parker, Yao, Batum, Cartel, and Fournier. Shows you just exactly how promising a talent this young man is. Pressure up the floor by Strasbourg. Pop C commits the foul. It's okay, they only have 1 team foul on him, so you don't mind that intensity. Strasbourg now, having trailed by as many as 19, down to 12. All credit to the little flourish here. Referee's just checking how much time is on the shot clock. Might have got a little push. Good ball move by Άρης. Jenkins into the trees. Got it. Michael Jenkins. Punched a group of trees in gray jerseys, converts. Platina, his pass to C. Gets it back now from the free throw line. Leaves it short. Gotta find your hot hand. Ooh, little travel by Xanthopoulos, gets away with it. Murphy fouls in the low post. Sire Ellis draws a foul. Murphy, born in France, and Lyon just pleading his case. Good defense by Strasbourg. Murphy comes up with the ball. Off the block shot. Lacombe's going to use the screen, top of the key. Just a bad decision here by Lacombe. The turnover kills him. Άρης trying to make hay of it. C comes down with the rebound off of Jenkins' miss. For Strasbourg. It's the 19th turnover. C with the layup and in. Determined drive there by Pop C. Strasbourg stay within 12 now. Good execution by Άρης to open up the shot. Rattles in and out. Murphy with the defensive rebound. Strasbourg are coming back. Lacombe. Just another strange pass by Paul Lacombe. He's trying to find JT, and it's just too difficult. Good defense by Άρης. I think Lacombe's going to come out, as Lalou has reported to the scorer's table. Back-to-back turnovers. Double team into the low post. Jenkins. His shot strikes the rim. Offensive rebound by Άρης. Good work inside. Sipstack with the rebound. Xanthopoulos to Jenkins. He shimmies along the baseline and lays it up and in. Nifty move by Jenkins for the deuce. And the lead's back to 14. Xanthopoulos guarding very closely. JT lost it. It's the 20th turnover against Strasbourg. And you have to credit the defensive intensity of Άρης, causing all these mistakes. Topless. What's this? Shake and a shimmy. As Jenkins gets around Murphy. Murphy comes over from the help side. Does everything right. Jenkins, some agility in the finish. Cummings back in the game for Arris now. Each team should get a possession as we bring this third quarter to a close. Arris have led by as many as 17. A moving screen call here. It's on Simstack. He's played sparingly tonight. First action here in the third quarter. Slaughter across the timeline. Just possessed almost again by Cummings. Travis to Murphy. Murphy bangs. And Murphy gets called for the offensive charge. Murphy just showing his frustration. Now he's got to be careful. Simstack just sharing a word with the Slovenian referee. The Irish players pointing up to the clock. Just a little technical problem here. I'm not sure if we're going to see this play from Murphy again. You know, Murphy did things you like offensively. He put it on the floor, went hard to the basket. It's a bang-bang call. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Tough night in the office for Collet so far. Cummings trying to find a screen from Simstack. Gets himself into a double team. Good defense by Strasbourg. Somehow Cummings moves it over. Great defense by Strasbourg. And a long heave and hope. A little trap by Strasbourg. Could that be a sign of things to come now for the French club? They finished with some determination, but all credit to Arris, who weathered the comeback from Strasbourg. Strasbourg got it to 12, with a chance to get it to 10 with possession, but to score at the end of 3, 55 Arris, 39 Strasbourg. Team shooting particularly well from three-point land. They both shoot close to 40%, but they have done throughout the regular season behind the arc. The battle of the boards is close. It's very close indeed. And look at the 20 turnovers against Strasbourg. Make no mistake about it, I'm going to credit Arris for their defensive intensity and pressure, which is causing some of those turnovers, but playing at the top level of basketball, you've got to look after it. Just a reminder, fans, the second leg in this series we played on the 21st, so 2 weeks from now. So Strasbourg are not just playing this game, they have to play with an eye to the next one. So even if they lose this, they have to lose by slender margins to give themselves a chance to reverse the game when they get back to France in 2 weeks' time. Fans enjoying themselves so far this evening. The team have really been dominant in this. Besides the first couple of minutes of the first quarter, it's been all Arris. Coach Collet right now is just querying something on the scorer's table. Fans, this is the Basketball Champions League, it's in its inaugural year. We are in the playoff qualifiers, game day one of the playoff qualifiers. As a reminder, 52 teams started this competition. 32 of them qualified through their domestic leagues, and 20 teams came through the qualification rounds in September. By the time the regular season started in October, 40 teams in 5 pools of 8 teams each played everyone else in the pool on a home and away basis. Of those 40 teams, 24 qualified to the playoffs. Top 8 teams went into the next round with a bye. So there are 16 teams here in this playoff qualifying round. Play over 2 legs. The 8 teams who win will go into the next round of the playoffs. Play the 8 teams who are waiting for them. The Basketball Champions League is a professional basketball competition for clubs from over 30 countries around the European continent. So launched and initiated by FIBA, the Basketball Champions League is actually a separate company. Based in Switzerland, is a joint partnership between the world governing body, FIBA, 10 European leagues. Countries that share ownership in this new competition are Greece, where we are now, Turkey, Italy, France, the home of Strasbourg, Germany, Israel, Lithuania, the Czech Republic, Poland, and Belgium. The interesting thing about this competition is that it is a pan-European competition. Teams from Russia, the Ukraine, Latvia, Belgium, Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro, Poland, all taking part in this. Hungary, all been part of this competition. And the top 2 teams in the regular season, AS Monaco, who won Group A with a 12-2 record. Beşiktaş from Istanbul won Group E with a 12-2 record. Show you some highlights from action earlier tonight. Strasbourg's been very difficult for them. They really can't find any fluency, any consistency. By contrast, Άρης have been standing throughout. Strasbourg play in the French Pro A League. Last season, they were 32-12. They lost in the Pro A playoff finals to Asvel 3-2. Finals of the playoffs. They won the opening 2 games of that series and were in pole position to win the title. Asvel came back and won 3 games in a row. As for Thessaloniki, they finished the regular season last year with a 25-12 record. Lost to Panathinaikos in the semifinal playoffs. And then they lost to AEK Athens, the 3rd place game. Strasbourg, a club which traces its history back to 1929. They now play in the Pro A League in France. But in 1999, they won the Pro B championships to get themselves promoted to Pro A. So it looks like we've got some technical issues here. Our apologies for that. Fans seem fairly nonplussed by it. Players come onto the floor very quickly. Some warm-ups in, get some looseners in, and as is always the case, as soon as they come out to warm up, the situation's resolved. Get back to the action. As for Άρης, they're in control of this game. They don't want to stop it to play. They want to keep going. We'll see how both teams respond to it now. Possession here to Άρης, who lead by 16 at the beginning of the 4th quarter. Άρης come out with Sipstak, who has it now. Zeptopoulos coming, she lets fly, that's it. Yankovich. And Zarelis, the 5 players for Άρης. Slaughter here for Strasbourg, picked up his dribble. gives it to Lalou, Lacombe, C, and Travis round out the starting five for Strasbourg. AJ Slaughter gets called for the travel. Took a finger in the eye. Slaughter just asking the referee why I didn't get any consideration, but that kind of sums up the night for Strasbourg. But they have to put that behind, and they've really got to dig in because they're on the ropes. There's the finger in the eye, incidental contact. You'd like to see the referee maybe just give Slaughter the call there. Lalou gets called for the foul on the perimeter. And it's not going to get any easier for Strasbourg. They have to dig in and reduce this deficit they face to have any chance to advance in the next game. Timely three there by Cummings. Cummings has had an outstanding game. Cummings averaging 14.5 points per game. He's right on that with 13. And I've done quite a few of ARΗS' games throughout this competition. He's arguably one of the best guards in the tournament for my liking. Slaughter trying to stay close to Cummings. Cross-court pass. Another three from ARÍS, and ARÍS is starting to pour on the misery. This one from Jankovic. And Jankovic, 2 for 3 from behind the rainbow. He has 16 points to lead all scorers for ARÍS. And this forces Coach Collet to call another timeout. And if Strasbourg aren't careful, this series could be well and truly over tonight.
Okay, we go for this one, for Romeo, okay? Irving, Jeremy, Romeo, 2 screens. Now, allez, man to man after. We go man to man after. Let's go.
So Strasbourg getting a good contribution off the bench. 24 points. Lacombe has 11 of them. Lacombe, the only player in double digits for Strasbourg. ARÍS have got Cummings and Jankovic on 13. Jenkins on 9. Right now, Strasbourg have just run into a juggernaut. ARÍS dominated this game. Turnover. ARÍS changed the possession. Cummings, his shot off the mark. That's what happens sometimes when you call a timeout. When you have the ball on your baseline, the opposition can come out and press. And ARÍS have done this. Good call by Coach Perfides. You know, Collet wanted the timeout just to calm down his troops who, right now, are like a deer in headlights. And ultimately it cost them. Oh, Cummings! Well, Cummings, I'd love to see this again. The old chestnut from Cummings. He throws it up the back of the defender. Now, the only thing he has to do, he has to make sure he gets both feet in bounds before he touches the basketball. Let's see if we can see that again. Cummings is still bleeding. See if we can see it again. It's gonna go off the back of Lacombe. He just has to get both feet in. Yeah, I see, he didn't get the left foot down. He's gotta get that left foot down before he can touch it. Lacombe, hard-nosed basket by Lacombe. That is a tough, tough basket from the leading scorer from Strasbourg. He has 13. Xanthopoulos loses the handle, commits the turnover. It's the 15th turnover against ARÍS. They won't be pleased with that either. Strasbourg with 22 turnovers. And don't underestimate the defensive intensity of ARÍS, especially early on in this one. Nice pass. Travis scores it the second time of asking. Strasbourg shows some pressure up the floor now. Good pass to Jackson, who travels. Great little bounce pass to Jackson. Just dragged his pivot foot a little bit too early. So Strasbourg a chance to come back now and tack on some more points. Travis steps into a wide open shot. That's a velvet touch from Romeo Travis. Travis now with 7. Zairellis, his shot no good. Jackson with the offensive rebound and the putback. Justin Jackson, 6 rebounds. 4 of them on the offensive end. Lacombe kicks. Extra pass to Travis, who's got a little hot hand now. That shot just off the mark. Leloup couldn't keep it alive for Strasbourg. Cummings, guarded closely by Walker. Long pass ahead. Yankovitz is content to slow it down. The clock, the ally now for Arris. Take some seconds off the clock. Try to secure this victory. Cummings with the reverse lay-in. He's been too much, too hard to guard. It's Cummings for Strasbourg tonight. He's got 15, does the American. And Walker commits the travel violation. Look at the concentration of Cummings as he twists his body. Watches the ball finish. Walker just commits the travel violation there. Good defense here by Pop C. Yankovitz. His shot strikes the rim. Strasbourg now have got to score in buckets. Got to score quick. That 3 rims out. But that's the sort of shot that Strasbourg need to take. The miss there by Tilakina. Watch this shot by Cummings. Then he gets right back up and hustles back on defense. Big candidate for man of the match should Arris go on to win this. Jenkins, nice crossover to open up the shot. That's no good. Great block out by Travis. Here's AJ Slaughter. Slaughter with some EuroLeague experience with Panathinaikos. Let's fly with a 3. That's too strong. Travis worked hard to get it, but he can't get on the end of it. So 20 points the difference as we hit the midway mark. 20 points the difference as we hit the midway mark of the 4th and final quarter. Good inside out play here by Arris. Cummings front rims it. C comes up with a loose ball. He moves it on. You'd rather, if you're Strasbourg, you'd rather the referee didn't call that. They had a 3-on-1. Long looks there from the bench of the Strasbourg players. Travis to Murphy. Murphy converts. Good finish by Eric Murphy, who avoids the foul this time. Murphy has 6 points. Coach Pafridis wants to talk things over. So Strasbourg, a little flurry there. And all credit to them. They're still fighting them.
The way here. Moving in the back.
And those young ladies enjoying the proceedings so far tonight. Their team are up comfortably. 4 minutes away from securing a victory here in this opening leg of the playoff qualifiers. Remember, whoever wins this goes on to face one of the 8 teams who drew a bye in the first round. So the 5 group winners, the 3 best second place finishers, all drew a bye into the next round of the playoffs. Cummings, baseline jump shot, off the mark. Murphy, swarmed by yellow jerseys. That's a good way to stop a break, though. Just pressure that outlet pass. Strasbourg now. And again, another technical issue here at the scorer's table. Submitting referee just talking to the commissioner of the game. Submitting referee just admitting he's making a mistake. I think what it is when the ball was rolled in by Strasbourg, you can see that the point guard, Silikina, didn't touch it. I think the referee was looking up at the clock wondering why the seconds hadn't started. And to anyone new to basketball, the clock doesn't start until it's touched. So if you watch this, it's 4:08, and it shouldn't be started. There it is, but then it should start then. I think the Slovenian referee just wasn't aware of the fact that Silikina hadn't touched the ball. Probably looking up the floor at something else, but to be fair to him, he did say to Coach Collet here on the sideline it was his fault. Let's hope that Strasbourg don't turn the ball over now because of it. And they almost did. Cummings called for the reaching foul. Άρης with some pressure. Look at Άρης, they keep the ball on the sideline. Murphy, ball reversal to Lelou, gets it back. That's a tough pass, a very hard pass intended for Travis. And the defense of Άρης there was just outstanding. From the ball pressure to the denial to the low post. Cost a steal, which, there it is, the 15th steal. Scoop and score by Cummings. Little kiss off the glass, and it's good. And Cummings having a terrific night. The American leading all scorers in the building. 17 points right now. Lelou lets fly with a 3. No good. Travis competes for the rebound. He can't gather it. Άρης 3 minutes away from putting themselves in a commanding position going into the second leg of this playoff qualifier. Bounce pass to Jenkins. Lost it. Back to Jankovic, lets fly. Graces the front of the rim. Strasbourg with some energy now. Slaughter lets fly. That's no good. Let's take a look at the three-point shooting here from Strasbourg. Struggling to score. Just 2 for 13 from behind the arcs. Slaughter's going to come out. AJ Slaughter's had a tough night, just 4 points. Slaughter, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. Lacoum, 9 turnovers. Who will go back and look at this game on tape and really be able to criticize his play. But to be fair to him, 13 points. Strasbourg, a little pressure, 2 guards up the floor, looking for a trap. Handled well by Άρης. Dragicevic to the corner. Gets it back. Dragicevic with a deep 3. No good. Cummings with a long rebound. Yankovic backs it out, wants to take some more seconds off the clock. Jenkins stop and pop, no good. Another offensive rebound, loose ball, who's got it? Take a look at what the referee's called here. Great effort. I'll credit the Strasbourg players. You know, they haven't given up here. They keep battling, keep fighting. Backdoor pass intended for Lacombe. Another turnover against the teenager. For Strasbourg, it's the 25th. The 4th. No, just the 1st, I beg your pardon, for Tilakina. Oh, good spin along the baseline by Yankovic. Just looking for a shooter, spotting up in the corner. Didn't get it, but well, tipped out of bounds, so Yankovic will get it back. The Άρης fans in jubilant mood as their team on the back of that 3 push the lead back out to 23. That is as large a lead as they have, I beg your pardon, just a 2. Cummings with 19 points. This knowledgeable and passionate Greek fan base really enjoying tonight, as well they should. There's your leaders in their respective categories. Cummings with 19, and surely he will be the man of the match in this one. That young man, just a great night for him. So the timeout now allows Strasbourg to advance the ball into their half court. Skip pass to Murphy. Good spacing now by Murphy. Lacombe gets it back to Murphy, and his layup is off the mark. Travis has to be careful. He felt he was pushed by Dragicevic. He might have been, but right now, he's got to get back on defense. Dragicevic can't get on the end of that pass. Lelou does to Slaughter. Slaughter lays it up and in. Against Strasbourg, you've got to keep playing hard. They got to keep clawing back points. Every point they can save tonight will help them in the next leg. Similarly, Άρης want to keep tacking on points. The difference is 20. And Άρης in this fourth quarter have been dominant, really dominant. Coombe loves that back pass. It's cost him a bit a few times. Travis can't come up with it. Another turnover ahead to Jankovic. Fans it out. And Cummings. Cummings directing traffic. Wants a high ball screen from Dragicevic. Here's the mismatch now. Cummings going to go at Lacumba. Step back. It'll be a 2 if it goes. It does! Will Cummings has been absolutely sensational tonight. The American with 21 points. A 3. Strasbourg come back with a 3. Now Panafides wants to burn his timeout as he extends the ball and advances the ball into his quarter court. Just the foot on the line there for Cummings. Makes it a 2, and there it is. Lacumbe, the leading scorer for Strasbourg, comes back with a 3 of his own. He has 16 points.
It's a big take position. We front this guy all the way. Make them pass the ball away. Okay? This one here. Come to Solon. Come to stop the line. Protection. And the guy can return to go somewhere. Okay? You don't get that. Stay and that's it. Let's go.
Well, the Άρης fans can look forward to going out into the night in Thessaloniki now and have a good evening for themselves. They're pleased that their team put themselves in a commanding position in advance of the second leg of this qualifier. It's a long, long way back now for Strasbourg. Xanthopoulos. Guarded closely by Lacumbe. Xanthopoulos keeping his dribble alive, trying to direct traffic. Jankovic from the corner. That's no good. Slaughter comes up with it. He won't get a chance to get a shot off properly. Well, a commanding performance from a regal performance from a club known as the Emperor. Coach Panafides can be pleased with his team's effort as the players meet at midcourt. Here's your final score. Άρης 71, Strasbourg 52 in the Basketball Champions League. Well, fans, stay with us now as we wrap this one up. The three-point shooting of both teams below par for them. But the stat that's going to jump out, look at Άρης with a slight rebounding differential. There you go. Here's the one that jumps off the page at you. The turnovers from Strasbourg, 26 turnovers. It is hard to win a game of basketball when you give the ball up that many times. Especially at the top level, you get punished. And so going into the second leg, fans, remember the second leg will be on the 21st of February in Strasbourg. And Strasbourg face a 19-point deficit. It is a long way back for them to try to get through this. They'll have to win by 20 at home. And speaking of 20, Will Cummings with 21 points led all scorers in the building. And he's certainly my man of the match. So we leave you with some highlights here. Look at some of Cummings' points as Άρης win this thing comfortably. Jankovic played well. He had 13 points. A cheeky move there by Cummings. He didn't quite get his left foot down in time. And Lacumbe had a strong performance. Did Lacumbe for his club. Paul Lacumbe, 16 points in what was a losing effort. You can look at some of his contribution. Romeo Travis had 7. The only player in double digits for Strasbourg was indeed Paul Lacombe. Justin Jackson had 9 for ΑΡΗΣ, the new man. And Jamon Gordon, just 4 points on 5 minutes of play. So this is a team, an ΑΡΗΣ team, that could get even better as they blend in Gordon and as they blend in Jackson. Well, they'll have 2 weeks to do that before the next leg. Remember, fans, whoever wins these 2 legs over aggregate will go to the next round of the playoffs in the Basketball Champions League. Well, from me, Liam Canny from Thessaloniki, it is Kalinikta. Good night, and join us in 2 weeks' time for continuing coverage of the Basketball Champions League.